North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. The Buckeyes will kick this deep to start us off. Inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So the North... Tar Heels offense is up first today. The offense coming off just a brutal performance. The pass protection broke down. Quarterback forced it, tried to make plays, made mistakes instead. It was a nightmare. Can they turn that around this game?
Yeah, it's just a disaster. And talking to the offense coordinator, he took a lot of the blame. Just, I don't know if the scheme was the right fit last week, but I think they're excited. It's a new opportunity. They turn the page. And I think this offense, it's very, very important that they get off to a good start, be consistent, and get that confidence back.
They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Well, the lineman a little too far downfield, like a sheep wandering away from the flock, and that's a costly penalty. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. On first down, it's play action. Makes the catch downfield. They tackle him at the 43, but that's enough for a first down. And the Tar Heels looking to use the up-tempo offense here. We have an absolute lightning strike on the first play from scrimmage here.
How about that? Right out of the gate, they're going for the big play, and they hit it. What a way to jumpstart this offense. Man, this is exactly how you want to start an opening drive on the road for this offense. Really well-blocked play, pick up some nice yardage. And if you're this offensive line, this is exactly what you talked about all week long in your meetings. Establish the line of scrimmage and take control of things up front, especially early in this game, to give their running back plenty of room to run.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. Incomplete. That should have been caught. That's on the receiver. Both these teams told us they're eager to prove a point. Here we are mid-season. They both earned their spot in the rankings, but we expect tight competitive battle today.
Well, that's the beauty of these top 25 matchups in the middle of the year. A little bit of a better handle on who these teams are. Love the fact that we get these two teams on the field. May the better team win, and hopefully it's a close one all the way to the end.
The Buckeyes offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. Much of the focus on this running back is had such a spectacular year that he has announced himself as a major contender to win the Heisman Trophy. It's tough for a running back to do that, Kirk, but how can you ignore him?
Yeah, you can't ignore him. I give really a lot of credit to the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Every single week, defenses lock in on him, and yet they find unique ways to continue to get him the football, whether it's running, catching the ball to the backfield. Every single week, he seems to be a major factor in how they attack defenses.
A quick throw out left, complete. He's found some room at the 45. They bring him down, but it's a big gainer for the 47.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Receiver in motion now. First down, looking to throw the football. The receiver. They make the stop at the 34, but suddenly this offense is in scoring position now. First down.
How about got the offense here dialing up a good zone beater. Let's give credit to the coordinator for calling the right play at the right time and the receiver finding the hole in that zone.
That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. Both teams settling in, looking to set the tone here, Kirk, in a game where there's a lot at stake for both teams coming in.
Yeah, both these teams realize this is a key game in the grand scheme of things. Late in a year like this, a winner may be able to look back at this as a game being the reason they finish strong and make a big push to those bowl games around New Year's.
That solid pursuit, they'll trap him out there behind the line of scrimmage.
Chris, this is what I'd love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. And they wrap it up after the completion just short of the first down marker.
On third downs like this, you can only allow completions in front of you as long as you can protect the sticks. And that's what the defense did here. They knew where the sticks were, and they were able to make the tackle short of the line.
And he's throwing for it on fourth down. The ball is caught. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a fourth down play, and they will take over on downs now. And the Tar Heels offense is back out on the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away, and they begin to click now. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. He shreds the tackle. Brought down after a nice spin move. Just a small gain by the offense.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Here's the option play. He's got room to run. And they finally stop him, but the quarterback keeper picks up great yardage and a first down.
Boy, it's fun to watch this guy run the quarterback option. This time he keeps it. Big positive yards and a first down. The defense has got to figure out a way to slow this guy down.
Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9.
Love this early in the game by this defense. Taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
Important 2nd down play coming up. And the tailback's got it again. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it can be a long day.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Looking deep to the right side. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. And the Tar Heels will line up to kick it away. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. Gonna run it. It's Duggar. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Quick throw to his receiver. Oh, a nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Quarterback tried to connect here on the in route, but I'll tell you, the defender does a great job of reading the route and knocking the ball away.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking for his big tight end. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. That'll pick up first down yardage very near the 40.
Chris, this guy has a big-time arm. He just zipped the ball in there. Yeah, you can sometimes show your arm strength in other ways than just bombing it deep.
The Buckeyes starting a new series here on 1st and 10. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Here's the target, and it's complete. Defense surrounds it. Just a short gain on that completion.
Love to see the short passing game as a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open up for other things later on.
Has the first down and more. And that play moves the ball across midfield. First down now from the 42.
You know, Chris, what a great run here. And you think about Ohio State, you think lately about those NFL-ready wide receivers. But we all know it starts with their running games, all those great backs they've had over the years.
Buckeyes pick up enough yardage to move the sticks. And they'll go right back to him on first down. They bring him down, but this offense now in scoring position. First down from the 30. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Hand off to the back. And stop right there at the line of scrimmage, and that'll end the first quarter. So, Kirk, we reached the end of one. So far, a defensive stalemate here, and the early stats illustrating the story. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Looking to pass this time. He's going for a big play downfield. And it's incomplete. You don't see an elite defensive back drop a would-be pick like that very often.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Gets out of bounds after a solid gain. The Buckeyes are going to cash in the red zone. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looking for 6. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. They finally bring him down, but what a return after the takeaway.
The offense here, Chris, getting aggressive inside the red zone on 1st and 10. They take a shot near the goal line, and the defense does a great job of stepping in front of that for the interception.
We'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Brought down, but broke the tackle to produce a solid gain there.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
The defense swarms him in the backfield. They have nowhere to run. Loses 2 yards.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Hart. Breaks loose at the 45. They finally grab the senior, but not before he leads the defense on a chase. And the Tar Heels come to the line looking to crank up the tempo.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. And now the running back's got it again. Well, they try the middle, but stuck for no gain. No gain there. This defensive end sliced up on the drive, but they push back. That's not good.
Yeah, kind of a bend but don't break mentality by this defense. They have been giving up some big chunks here on this drive, but let's see if a stop like this can give them a little bit of confidence here. Now try to pressure the quarterback on these upcoming plays.
So they're short on 4th down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team.
It's no good.
With that miss, no change in the score.
Yeah, That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown at the very least, 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Stop right there at the line. No gain.
Well, I love watching these linebackers fly around, doing a good job of reading their keys. Saw the guard pulling, shot through that A-gap, and was able to blow this play up.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. Missed his receiver. It's incomplete.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Looks to the left. Pass caught. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. The Buckeyes line up on 1st and 10 now. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Quick throw misses his mark there. Incomplete.
Well, the name of the game for this defense is to pressure this quarterback as often as you can, and that's exactly what they've been able to do here in this first half. It looks like they've got him rattled a bit, as that pass should have been his 2nd interception in the first half alone.
Wide open downfield. Tackle made after a big gain all the way to the 36.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Looking to throw yet again. Tries to get it to the running back. That's reeled in. It's Duggar. They bring him down with an explosive play by this offense. Big game. This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Pass caught. Can he get in? Tackle is made at the 4. It'll be 1st down and goal. 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
A pretty good push up front here by this offensive line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give him another chance. He fights in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
As a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
And it's fielded. Returner trying to create good field position here. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the North Carolina offense is back out there on the field. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. The last drive was a little demoralizing. They stalled and then missed a field goal. Gets it out quickly to the left side. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a 1st down.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
1st down and more. He's still running. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a 1st down. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Trying to find some room. It's Cavazos.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the 2nd and 3rd down coming up.
An inside give now from the shotgun. Takes it out to the 44. That's good for a 1st down. It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Chance for the offense to take the lead before the break. Offense building momentum on this drive. It's a 1st down at the 44. Now they're running on the toss. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8. And the Tar Heels looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Down he goes. It's a sack.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense in man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
Looking for a man deep down the left side. And that's will have to kick it away. He's on looking for a solid punt here. No fair catch. Looking to make a return here. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? Tackled at the 44, but good enough for a first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards, sets up a nice 2nd and 2. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. Here's the 2nd down play. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Caught over the middle. It's Duggar. They get him to the ground, but it's first down now at the 28. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Catch made on the left side. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gain there.
How many first downs is that on this drive? This defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the 3rd quarter.
Back-to-back big plays. Defense is reeling. Set up 1st and goal now. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Defense stuffing the runner. Ball still spotted at the 2-yard line. Nothing on that play makes it 2nd down and goal from the 2. It's a quick grab. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And 6 more points to the total. Here comes the point after attempt. PAT puts him up 13 now. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And he takes this from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. For the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He's got a man down the middle. They get him down at the 41, but that's good enough for a first down. Timeout is called. A Duck strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. On 1st and 10, they're looking to throw. Quick catch over the middle. And the offense will call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. It's a short completion to the big tight end. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. So on 2nd down, they'll try out the field goal unit, trying to get 3 before halftime. What a kick. It's good from 55.
Personal foul. Roughing the kick. Defense.
The defensive penalty is declined. Offense very happy to take the result of that play. So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. He's going to return it from near the goal line. The returner is brought down. Gets us started in the next drive. Looks like one more play here before halftime. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Grab down the middle. It's Duggar. He'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus today.
And the Tar Heels will kick this away to start the second half. And here's the return from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. The passing game's been on fire. The defense has had no answer for it. Let's see if they found some solutions at halftime. Tackle made at the 24 as they began to put a drive together.
These guys didn't let the halftime break slow them down. They continue to dominate the line of scrimmage, give the ball to the back. Nice big positive gain to get things started here in the second half.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? Solid run. They'll bring it down to the 28-yard line.
This is exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
You'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order on this play. They'll change the pre-snap look now. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Moves out of the pocket. Gets rid of it on the move. Receiver makes the grab. You bring him down, but he makes the 3-yard line. That's a solid gain.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a 3rd down. Got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. You either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
He's in the clear. Ball carrier steps out, but a solid gain on the ground that time.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball, pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. Catch made on the right side. They bring him down to the 13. This offense really threatening now to score on the first down. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money.
And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Now, this guy has a knack for the end zone, doesn't he? That's 2 touchdowns for this guy today, and I don't know if he's done yet.
Handles the tricky footing, and the PAT is good. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Return starts from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And here comes North Carolina offense back out onto the field. Play action here on first down. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Not easy to bring down. The cornerback finally gets the job done. The completion makes it 2nd down. Here comes a handoff.
Well, that was definitely not what they had in mind. But look at this. Here comes the tempo again. Undeterred by the tackle for a loss.
Shotgun formation here on 3rd down. It's caught. Nice pitch and catch. The gain is not enough for first down, so it brings up a 4th and short. And the Tar Heels will have to punt this one away. And the returner will be brought down. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They had a brilliant touchdown drive last time, mixing the run and the pass. Can they keep that going again? It's a short completion of the tight end. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Offense looking to throw the ball. Caught over the middle. It's Shabira. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
Boy, what a throw and catch again by the Ohio State Buckeye offense. You think about how Ohio State has been able to really grow over the years. Go back and think about Chris Carter back in the 80s and Joey Galloway in the 90s. And, of course, most recently with Garrett Wilson and Chris Olave, Jackson Smith and Jigba. So many great receivers, and it's been fun to watch this young man today.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Catch is made down the middle. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground. Buckeyes will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Pass is incomplete. He caught it, but couldn't get his feet down.
That ball just seemed to sail on him.
Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. So 2nd down after the incompletion. Looking to throw here. Launching one to the end zone. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. And he steps out, but that's the takeaway this defense was looking for.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
He's swallowed up at the line. Could not get past that big defensive tackle.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Brought down at the 28, and that's good enough for a first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs.
Well, that gain will give them some breathing room. What a good job of being able to get them out of that hole. They're inside their own 5-yard line. And on the other hand, the defense, what a missed opportunity. You had them pinned back, a chance to...
Now here he goes. What a stiff arm. Finally goes out of bounds after gobbling up big yardage on that run.
Well, you don't see very many inside runs that just spring open like that. Usually, those are your bread and butter plays, the ones you're just trying to get, 3 to 5 yards a pop. But, hey, it doesn't hurt when you bust out a big run right out through the A-gap.
The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Using his legs, it's Cavazos. Tried to bounce him and couldn't get the cortical stop him for a loss.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and the run fits on that play.
3rd down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the 3rd quarter. Looking downfield near the end zone. Touchdown, UNC. They cap the drive with 6 points.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. When he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. One man in the backfield, and he'll get the football. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. He escapes the pocket. Incomplete for a third straight play.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive. The best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. The Buckeyes pick up enough yards to keep this drive rolling. And notice how the balance of this passing game has been on display here. A whole bunch of guys getting involved catching passes. That's tough to stop. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Looking to throw again. Fires it to the wideout. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
An incompletion makes it 2nd and 10. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Wide open downfield. They stop it at the 39, but that'll be a first down.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Hey, if nothing else is there, good decision by this quarterback to be able to pick up some positive yards. Rather see him do that than force the ball into coverage. Good heads-up play.
Quick throw caught over the middle. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down. They come up 3rd and short. This is the 8th play of the drive.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
The Buckeyes pick up enough yards to move the sticks.
Boy, the defense does a great job of preventing a big play downfield. The only thing they don't account for is the quarterback's legs on 3rd down, and because of that, he picks up a first down and gets a new set of downs.
Grab down the middle. It's Duggar. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. See if the offense can overcome that holding penalty. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Looking for a man. Caught by the receiver. Tackled pretty quickly, but that is a decent gain on the throw. Buckeyes looking to crank up the tempo a bit. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Loose football. The offense able to fall on the football. Lucky to maintain possession there. So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Taking a deep shot here to the right. And a huge gain. They finally bring them down at the 11.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
He's got it, looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. That's how you finish a play. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. That's just nice execution. Quarterback and receiver perfectly in sync that time.
Yeah, you can see why route running is one of the most underrated attributes of a receiver. It's easy to get caught up on their ability to catch or their vertical or their speed, but nothing substitutes for someone who can create separation like this before the ball's even thrown.
It'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Tar Heels offense is back out on the field. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. First down. Looking to throw the football. Nice grab. It's Hart. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down.
Hey, it's positive yards, right? That's never a bad thing. But let's face it, Chris. These guys got a long way to go in a short amount of time to do it. So let's get the ball downfield, and let's get out of bounds to try to preserve that clock.
And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Fights through the tackler. Tackle made, but there's a flag down on the field. Holding penalties can be the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it stalls this one. Second down after that previous play. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Pass rush closing in. Oh, they trap him for a sack. Here comes third and long. Trailing in the game. Giving up that sack earlier could prove to be decisive. Now in third and very long. Looking to throw. Takes a hit just as he lets it fly. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now brings up fourth down. And the Tar Heels will send their punt team onto the field. On the kick now for the 5th time today. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. Can the defense make adjustments? Catch made by the tight end. You make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28.
Well, how about this aggressive approach by this offense? They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and these guys are continuing to throw the football. I think the offense coordinator understands that he can't allow his team to get too comfortable or complacent, even with having a lead here in the fourth.
They bring them down at the 18. The offense set up in the red zone with a first down.
Chris, another accurate throw by this quarterback, and this guy has just been on fire all game long, over 200 yards passing, but more importantly, making great decisions for this offense and put them in a position to win this game.
Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. They continue to roll up the score.
You know, this head coach and even the players always talk about wanting to play a full 4 quarters, and that's what we're seeing right now. I don't think they're interested in running the score up. I just think they're out there executing the plays called. Right now, they continue to put touchdowns up on the board.
Return begins inside the 10. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And the North Carolina offense is back out there on the field. They need a miracle. A couple of them here in the last couple minutes. Down big. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Pass not complete.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief.
He cannot escape. It's a sack.
It is a sack party out there for this defense. Everything going their way. You know that this offense is going to try to throw the football down by such a big margin late in the game. And this defensive line is bringing the heat. They come up with another sack.
Pressure is coming. On the run, he'll let it go. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And that pass is incomplete. No idea who he was trying to throw it to. Incompletion makes it 2nd down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Short connection to the tight end here. He is a load to bring down. And finally, a strong tackle by the cornerback gets him through. Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Bringing pressure. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start.
Now the offense catches a break here. Lucky to jump on the ball after coughing it up. He's lucky that his other teammates had some good awareness.
The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. He's running out of time here. But it's incomplete. The defense makes a huge 4th down stop.
Well, they just had to go for this, Chris. Pretty obvious. Not much of a choice. Down late in the game like this, you got to be aggressive. You got to take a chance. This was clearly just not their day.
He's past the marker and still going. They bring him down, but that is a crucial 1st down. They could just run out the clock in victory formation now. And in 1st down, right back to the running game.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big 1st half. And he's already at it again.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Looks to the left, and it's complete. They bring him down, but that play will set up a 1st and goal now at the 10. The Buckeyes begin a new series here, 1st and 10. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Still no answer for the passing game.
You know, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Running out of time in the pocket. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. This is an impressive performance. They played a good football team here today, Kirk, but they just dragged them behind the woodshed and dominated from the start. This